Hey everybody, my name is Trina Wendy. I'm a realtor, obviously, and I've lived in Chestnut Hill for probably close to 20 years. I wanted to talk to you today about what we're looking at as we move into 2024. I know some of you may be considering selling your home and making a purchase. And with that being said, I know there's some fear surrounding that. People are saying, well, the rates are going to affect me selling my house. The rates, are going to affect me buying a house. So I just wanted to touch on some things and kind of, walk you through it and help you see, the good side, the upside of our neighborhood and how you can sell without leaving a dime on the table in our neighborhood, still make an amazing profit and move into a house and feel good about it. First of all, I know the rates have, some people perceive them as gone crazy. Really, guys, it's not crazy. Historically, anything below a 10% interest rate is a good rate. There's probably some of you out there that are watching this video that are saying, God, when I bought my house years ago, I paid, a 14% interest rate. So when you're looking at 2 and 3%, it's like, oh my God, what are we doing at, 6 and 7%? Well, you know what? That's more where we need to be. That's not need, as of course we want to be lower, but the market was skewed a bit. When we had 15 offers on the table and people were paying $25,000 over list price, things really muddied the waters and things got muddied in real estate. So I think that that's something that you really need to think about. What is realistic? What is real? This market that we're in now, this is more real. This is settled. So if you wanted to, let's say, sell your house and turn around and buy, that's the biggest concern. You're like, well, if I sell, I'm going to have to turn around and buy and pay this rate. Well, as I said in last month's newsletter, guys, date the rate, marry the property. I'm a big Dave Ramsey advocate. I've done his, financial freedom and all that jazz. And he says clearly, and he advises, and this man has been bankrupt. He has, he's done the whole gamut of being wealthy and being poor. And so, he knows where things are and where they go. And his advice, is basically the same thing. Date the rate, marry the property. You can always buy down your rate. You can refinance once you've been in the house. It's a good idea if you can get it down even a percentage. Go ahead and refi. That's a great thing. It's a beautiful thing. I think those opportunities are going to be there for you as a buyer. So if you're thinking about selling, fear not. There is hope. Things are settling, and this is a really, really good thing. So the other question is, well, there are other buyers out there that are going to be fearful too, and they're going to want to lowball me on my house. Let me tell you something about living in our neighborhood. First of all, there's a lot of aspects of our neighborhood that help us maintain our value. We have amazing amenities for $500. That's our HOA fee annually. You have sidewalks throughout. You have a pool. You have a playground. You have tennis courts, sometimes even tennis lessons. We have a beautiful clubhouse. I actually got married at the clubhouse in 2005 to my husband. And there's just so many amazing aspects. You can drop into the river if you like to kayak or, you're into the water sports. You can drop into the river here. How many other communities in this area for $500 a year have that? So that's the beautiful thing. I have also watched, I want to kind of give you an idea of where things have gone in this neighborhood since I moved here, and even kind of in the middle. So between 2010 and 2015, our price per square foot values were anywhere between, 47 at a real low and mid to high 80s. So over time, that's between 2010 and 15. But over time, those values stayed like in the 80s, then into the 90s. Do you know, guys, we've had homes in our neighborhood, and of course at the peak that sold anywhere between 169 and 180-ish, per square foot. Of course, now, the price per square foot has come down, on a higher end, the 160s. But, we're holding our values in this neighborhood. And I will say this, myself and a handful of other agents have worked real hard to maintain those values. We've worked real hard. I will tell you this, as a seller in this neighborhood, I am not going to advise you to leave one penny on the table. I'm not going to be that person that's going to list your house, at a price low to sell, because I know what the values are in this neighborhood and I know what we can get. And also, if I advise you to give away the farm and you listen to me, then guess what? I've affected my home value because I've lived here myself. And one day, what if I sell? So it behooves me to always protect the values in this neighborhood. So my point is today, moving into 2024, don't be scared of rates and don't be scared of getting lowballed on your house, because I tell you with all my heart, you can still get top dollar for your home, even with the rates at 6%, 6.5%. Let's say they're 7%. Let's say they're 7.5%. You still can get a great value for your home. So with that being said, please feel free to call me anytime. I'm your neighbor, I'm your friend, I'm your advocate. I will be glad to talk to you. I'll be glad to give you a market analysis of your home, kind of see where you are right now, get an idea of what you can do if you want to entertain, selling your home and buying. Let's talk to some lenders. Let's see how you can get that rate where you want it and where you feel comfortable. Because I always tell people, everyone has a payment sweet spot. I'm sure you have one as well in your budget. So moving forward, feel free to call me anytime. I hope you're looking forward to a wonderful holiday season. And I thank you so much for your time, because we do live in the best neighborhood ever. And I would love to help you. Of course, I'd love for you to stay because I love good neighbors. But if you do decide to make a change or even entertain it, give me a call.